no eyeshadow today because I have 15 minutes. And I'm doing it quick. Otherwise, I'm taking what I have left to put on into the car. Because I don't have to drive, which is so fucking awesome. I am going to try to do like a guest sort of feature spot for Joe Conyu and Clovis. And I don't have to drive, so that's awesome. And Joe Connie's one of the kindest people I know. I do hope one day never to be able to give people rides and not be like, nah, I'm gonna need gas money for this. He never asked for gas money, so it is like anything gotten, it's just like extra. But I think I have, it's like 8 minutes, and then if I'm doing great, potentially even more. Practiced my easy. Well, I kept hitting 10 in the shower, and then I was like, oh, no, try and, what would you have to cut out if you wanted to do the ending? Oh, yeah. Happy lights off, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to grab a scrunchie, because I don't know if I don't know. I was going to do my hair, but I don't know if I have time to do my hair, so I'm going to grab a scrunchie, so that if I want to at least put it up in a ponytail, I can do that. If I had time, no, I definitely don't have time. I should just grab a scrunchie right now. Hell yeah. Scrunched. All right. That's another day in the life of Amy. They're never going to end. They're just going to continue forever. But it gets better because it does. I actually, I don't have anything on paper to point to. Although today has been, this month has been a month. Different than other months before. Sometimes I could get into a routine, and the months they go by, and then it's I get a happy thing in a month or a crappy thing in a month. This month, just been a different fucking month, totally a lifey, changey kind of month. But so that is, I've been kind of I've been depressed, but I've been talking about it. So with other comics or my family, and sometimes it does help to say it. Also, I kind of know my feelings they're valid, but certain ones are, but in examining a lot of my feelings, they're not. They're just oh, I hate myself, so I gotta feel like this. And no, I don't. Feelings are very valid, and I think other people's feelings should be taken into consideration, because heaven on earth, everyone's happy. That's my goal. But yeah, it's verbal autobiography. I'll just jump into it, and maybe it'll cover some of the stuff. I don't know about this month specific. We'll see. It helps direct me while I do this, because I am in a rush. What's your favorite? Because I'm going to Clovis. I'm hella excited. And I don't have to drive. Which means I can work on stuff in the car too if I want to. But also means I'm just talk. 10 minutes. Alright. How do you stay authentic in your comedy? Write what you know is kind of the thing they say to do for comedy in general. Of course, jokes are misleads, and so I would say I definitely have some jokes that they're a small truth, but they're not a whole truth. There is a joke I'll use, and I'll say I'm gonna die alone with 3 cats, or I have 3 cats or something. I've had 3 cats, but not now. I have 1 cat right now. I had 3 cats in my lifetime. Out of all the angles I do this, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I change up the angles every time. This is probably the one with the worst lighting, I swear. I'm going to say that tomorrow, but I swear this is the one with the worst lighting. Also, because I'm rushing, I did not blow dry my hair the way I would have liked to, so that is a thing. But I think I'm going to have more rushing before Heaven on Earth, so I just got to get used to it. We're like fuck time at Heaven on Earth. Everyone's like living so long. And times are so good. That's how I imagine it. So, if I'm taking my comedy, well, like, my first joke's about my name. I think one thing that is kind of funny for me is that I get really excited about saying my jokes, and sometimes like a little like stage overwhelmed with like, oh, I got these jokes I want to do, and I freaking love people that it's like almost that should show more in like the amount of crowd work. But then it would just be me toasting the audience, and like that's not always funny. It's just kind of like, ah, sweet, but this isn't a fucking wedding. This is like, you're just toasting. Like, this is a comedy show. We came out to laugh. Like, I know my girlfriend's beautiful. So I took her to a comedy show. Good partners, boyfriends and girlfriends take their girlfriends to comedy shows. It's a great date idea. I will not ask you how you have sex. Or how long you've been together or something like that. I won't. I might. I don't know. I'm not going to say never. Actually, shouldn't say that. Certain things never, but I will never, well, we can't say, yeah, never can say never. I was going to say, I would never purposely kill someone, but like if I walked in and someone was raping my mom, my intention would be to do whatever it was to get them to stop. All right. What's your favorite thing about the Sacramento comedy scene? There's nothing like, it's more of like a kingdom. Or just a capital city. But like the whole Bay Area is like, I don't know. I know everyone's got personal beefs and different things, but I would say like the Bay Area is like friendly with Sacramento, so we kind of have like a whole ass chunk of area. Yeah. Yay, area. And I'm proud to be in the capital city of California, where the people are funny and weird. And they're very, very often sad, but that's okay. That's because they know that like things are sad. I've met just amazing people. Oh, we have been like, I just asked me about my favorite comedy clubs a few different times. Like I think that it's solid. We have 2 legendary fucking comedy clubs, and 3 stages between those, because we have like the callback bar with Punchline Sacramento, which is our belly room. That's dope. I am excited for the future, but I'm trying to make sure I enjoy the now, because it's what I'm in. I'm in the now. And I think that in the future, like sometimes you solve one problem and you have like a newer, different problem, but that's how we grow too in life. But why do I like the Sacramento comedy scene? I almost don't even have words. Amazing writers. A lot of like, we'll have new comics start, and then they're just like, I'm going to do this every single day that I can. The Sacramento comedy scene for a long time would even have 7 mics a week, or at least like one every night of the week. We are not quite there again. We are definitely missing some mics, but that, trying our best to get venues and keep our venues. But if anyone knows anyone, we would love to have a spot to have a guaranteed open mic, like maybe every other Saturday, not the first and the third, and a Friday mic too, because Shenanigans right now, which was our solid Friday mic, is the owners are varied on how they like comedy. Some of the owners like comedy and some of them don't. Alright. How do you handle interruptions during your performance? I did answer this before. How do I handle distracting things? I'm like, I don't. Like, I have to be in the moment to know. It would depend on what the interruption was and how I would handle it. Like, but I could tell you one thing for sure. I would try to handle it. It would definitely knock me out. If I was doing a joke that was newer, it would probably knock me off a little bit. But if I was doing a more well-versed joke, then no. One of the ones, it wouldn't knock me off quite as much, but then I might need to address the situation, because if it's distracting if it's interrupting me on stage, it's interrupting the audience's performance as well. So like, it probably needs to be addressed. I've been a big fan. Sometimes it's like, I'll ignore it because I don't know how, but, hopes and prayers, that's what I'm running on. I pray that when I have an interruption, I know how to handle it in a way that is funny, entertaining, and kind. What's the most unexpected skill you've developed as a comedian? Self-love. When I started comedy, I hated myself more than I realized. And even now, as I like do mental health stuff, I'm like, damn, that's what I say, like examining my emotions and being like, all right, it's like someone being mean to me. Is there something that legitimately that I need to be sad about? Or am I just sad because like I think I'm a piece of shit still and I'm not? Like, I'm not. Some of the people I know who thought they were pieces of shits are some of the like not biggest pieces of shits ever. How do you stay creative in your comedy writing? I think comedy writing in and of itself is creative. Like, how do I not be creative in my comedy writing? Like, it is like my shit. Like, I'm writing stuff that I thought of. Maybe, like, there was a few times, because I'm a fan of wordplay, where I'm like, oh shit, that pun's probably been done before. But if I tack it on the end of a personal funny story with funny, like, lines, then it's more of a surprise at the end. Oh my gosh, I love sandals. You want to know my favorite thing about sandals is you don't have to tie them. You can just slip them on. Slides. Thank Jesus, and also Candid Comics for making Amber to letting me borrow slides for the first time. And I was just like, I got good energy in these, and now I wear them all the time. They're my favorite sandal. They're so easy to get on and so easy to get off, and they're so bae. How do you... Yeah, we did. What's your favorite comedy podcast? I don't listen to really any comedy podcasts regularly, but I'm always like down to listen to an episode. Someone's like, oh, I listen to some episodes like Mark Maron's one, which is like an OG one. My therapist sent me an episode of, like, I think it was Theo Vaughn's podcast about him talking about, like, depression and shit. And I was like, actually, that's pretty sick. I liked that one. Let's see. How do you handle stage mishaps with professionalism? I mean, like, tact and couth, I guess. I try and handle them, like... quickly and efficiently if possible. And like, you know, being a comedian, the good thing is like you kind of just make everything, like, we're not supposed to be serious, so you can kind of make everything a joke, like, let's laugh with me about this rather than, but I can't say that I've handled every mishap quickly. And like, if then people notice, I address it funny. All right, I think I'm just about done. So yeah, I'll see you out in the real world. If you know anyone in Clovis or you're anywhere around there, come out and see us at it's DeCiro's. It is going to be hella fun. I've been to shows there. They're hella good. And I'm going to be hella good too. Hella Amy. Hella good. Which is what existing is. It's good. Just not easy. Very rarely comfortable. But it is good when we are. All right. Gotta go.